name is Namga Justine Fredrick. My husband is David, and my children are Davidia and Grace. The Bible verse that comes to my mind when I think of my life is Isaiah 49:16. It says, "See, I have engraved you on the palm of my hands. Your words are ever before me." I chose this verse because God has been with me all along. I grew up in Uganda, in the district of Masaka, in Masaka district. I lived with my grandmother when I was young. My mother lived in Kampala, that's the capital city of Uganda. She would sometimes come in the evening and visit, and then later leave in the morning to return to the city. When I was 10 or 11, my mother came to live with us because she was sick. I took care of her. She was terribly sick, and I took care of her without washing my hands or using gloves. When I was 12, my mother died. Looking back at her symptoms, we realized that she had died of AIDS. God protected me from that horrible disease. I met my dad for the first time when he came for my mother's funeral. 2 years later, I went to live with my dad and my stepmom. I attended high school and also became involved in a Christian group. My stepmom was a Muslim, and she made it hard for me to read the Bible and to go to church. She thought up many chores for me to do. By the time I was done working, the service was nearly over. I gave up going to church. After about 4 years, my dad stopped paying for my high school, so I got a job at my uncle's bar. I worked there about 3 years, and again, God protected me. After those years, I moved to Qatar to work as a maid for a Muslim family. During those years, I felt away from my relationship with God, but He did not forget me. After about 9 months in Qatar, I became terribly sick and returned to Uganda. Again, I know God protected me. Most girls who go to Qatar do not come back alive. Those who do come back have had their organs harvested or others crippled stuff. I thank God He brought me back alive. I went through a lot and He protected me. Before I left Uganda for Qatar, I had met David and he had come to visit me. When I returned to Uganda, he came back to visit me. And we decided to get married in the United States. After my paperwork was complete, I came to United States and we got married. God helped us. We had Davidia in 2017 and Chris in 2020. We are expecting our third child in December. We lived in Indiana and Ohio before we moved to Pierre in the spring of 2021. We lived in an apartment building across the street from the church. One Sunday morning, I woke up and told David, I'm going to church. I came to Community Bible Church and I have been coming ever since. My relationship with God has changed since I have been at this church. I now pray with my children. I now pray with my kids and read the Bible with them every night. I keep a prayer journal and I have seen many answers to my prayers. I know God has always been there for me, but now I'm putting Him first. I try to pray about most of everything and I trust Him to help me. I thank God for this church. I feel like I'm home here. I have friends and I and I haven't had friends in years. God has blessed me. He has been with me all along. Today, I want to be baptized to show my commitment to Christ. Christ has done so much for me. He has saved me from many sins. He has been with me through much difficulty. And He has been with me all along. No matter how far away I have been away from Him, He has always been there for me. Thank you.